To Handy Money Making class. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make use of Deriv multipliers. But before I go ahead, if you've not yet clicked on the subscription button, click on the subscription button. If you've not, notification bell, and also drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know how much you learned from this video. And then if you also have questions on anything you want to teach or talk about, still drop it down there in the comment section. I will attend to those. Still smash the like button before you leave. So let's proceed. Now, we're actually going to be making use of Deriv multipliers, and in the course of this video, I'll be teaching you on how you can actually be able to take profit from Deriv multipliers in a very simple and sweet way. It's one of the easiest, though most persons are actually scared, but for me, I'm not scared because I have a strategy I actually use, and then I'm going to be showing you. And so with Deriv multipliers, your profit is basically safe because you can actually be able to set how much you want to lose, how much you want to take as your profit, and all that. So let's get down to business. First and foremost, for you to be able to have access to the main websites, I've dropped a link in the description, and so you can always be able to use it to register if you've not yet registered. And then you can always be able to make payment with your cards and all that, but I'm not going to talk about that here in this video. I don't talk about that here in this video. So what do we do? What do we do next? Now basically, when you come you open Deriv and then you want to start. So if this is not on multipliers like mine is, you can click on it. Once you touch it, you can be able to change it to multipliers, and you can also be able to change how many times you want your money to be multiplied. And okay, let me just give an example. So you can be able to change 15, put it on 15. So it means that times 15 times. I want to put mine on 150, but take note, it's still the same way you'll make your profit and the same way you'll make your loss for every movement downwards. So if this is not on, I'm clicking on multipliers now. Now you see it shows me all the various kinds of trade I can be able to do, but I want to trade multipliers, so I'm leaving it there. Now if you want to change your stake, maybe you want to increase your stake, though I'll be staking $1 in the course of this video. You want to increase your stake, you can stake as much as you want. You can stake $5, but I wouldn't advise you to stake all the amount you have. I would advise you to stake maybe $30 if you're depositing $100. I advise you to stake $30 and then trade with it like 3, 4, even 5 times. First trade, first 3, you can wait 30 minutes, trade again another 3 times, wait 30 minutes, trade again another 3 times. Then after that, you can apply for withdrawal. That's, by the way, the purpose of this video is just to teach you how to trade multipliers and make profits from multipliers. That's what I'm going to be teaching you. So I've chosen multipliers, and then so the next thing I'll be showing you here is we're going to start a trade. Now we're going to choose whether it's going up or it's going down. Now usually it's always good that you take a trade when you observe the trend. I love to observe to know how it's doing. So the first thing I want to do is I am going to touch this graph here, and I'm going to shrink the graph so I can be able to see the previous charts of what it has done. Now from the look of things, this is actually on a downward spiral. Now meaning that for long term, if I decide to go on a downward spiral, I will actually be able to make profit from this. Now, but if I zoom it in, so I'm clicking on down, noting it's already going down. Now it could take time, but the truth is that I'm still definitely going to be make my profit. Now if you look here, you can see you can be able to edit your take profits. If you also look here, you can be able to reduce this recent position, that minus button. You can actually be able to reduce the recent position to minimize it. And if you want to close a trade, you can click here on close. Now they will first of all take a fee. For every trade you place, there's a fee. So before you begin to gain profit, first and foremost, your fee will actually be deducted. Now you can see that I'm already making profit. I'm on +4, and I put my take profit at $30, at 30 cents. I mean, so it keeps fluctuating like this, up and down, and all that. But take note, I've already noticed that this is on a downward trend, meaning I could leave this for a while, and I know that eventually it will still end up as a profit until it begins to change. So let's see. Just like I told you, it's still downward. At another point you feel that this guy has begun to go up, you can close your trade. But the purpose of this is for me to be able to use all my funds to trade and still remain safe. If I want to view my recent positions, I will come up here and click on this that looks like a briefcase. So that's it. So I'll be able to view my trade. So you see right now it tells me I'm going on a loss, and I'm losing 7 cents right now, but I'm not so bothered about that. It's not even up to $1. But what matters to me is that I'm trading everything I actually have. Okay, so I can actually now, if I want to view this trade only, I just touch this trade. I'm touching the trade right now, and it's going to show me exactly the graph of the trade. And so from here I can always be able to, once it loads up, I can always be able to say, okay, I want to close the trade, I want to end the trade, or whatever thing it is. You see, this is a commission and I'm buying. So here it says there's no history, so you can be able to see all the trades you've actually done. Now, okay, see, by pulling that down, I actually have access to my starting point. The red on the left hand side is showing me where I started from, and so it tells me if I'm on profit or if it's going against me. Now take note that I've already noticed that this is going towards my stop loss, which means that once it gets to this line, my trade will execute. Now what I can simply do is, I've noticed that this is actually rising up. I can simply go back again, because this first one is always key for me. I can simply go back again and click on. Now with this, my trade is going to likely end up. Okay, so you see it as I coming down. Now I'm going to do something that's going to put me on some good profit very soon. I'm going to place another trade. Now I'll place another trade, but this time around I'm going to do buy down. Now take note that because I've seen the graph where it first started from. So now I did buy down because I felt it's going to go down. Let's go see if it's actually going down. Sorry. So remember, the first graph showed us that I had crossed my line. It had crossed the line and it was not in profit. The blue region is usual. Now do you see it's actually in the blue region? Now with this, you can actually be able to scalp, and then anytime you notice, oh, it's in the blue region, you can close your trade and make profit. Maybe once you notice it has started climbing up again, you close your trade, you make profit, you come out, and you can keep doing this and just keep increasing like that. I'm closing this trade because I noticed it has started going up. So you see it ended up at this place and I made profits. So I didn't make a loss. Now if I had put in like $50 there, if I put in like $50, now usually I would have made more profit. So usually I use the first trade for me to determine how the graph is going. Let's go and see my first graph that I put. Let's see the first trade I bought. Actually, the first trade is this one. Now, so here I'll be able to observe it where it's telling me I'm actually on minus. You can see it's up. This is the starting point, and then so you can see it's going up and down. It's going up and it's going like this. So usually whenever it gets to exhaustion point, it ends and then it continues. So I'm using this first trade now to monitor for tell me, okay, what do I do now? So probably what I'll do is, the moment it enters the blue region, this blue region is where I will take my profits. The moment it enters this blue region, I will close the trade, and that way I will not make any loss. Instead, I will gain profit. It might be 10 cents, it might be 20 cents, it might be 30 cents, but the truth is I will make profit. Besides, the highest amount of money I'm supposed to lose in this trade based on my setting is actually 30 cents. And that reminds me, you can actually be able to edit your take profit or stop loss if you feel it's going in your favor or it's going against you and you don't want to lose that money, by clicking on this pencil button here, icon here. So with that, you'll be able to edit your take profit or stop loss. So it's telling me minus 17. I know it's still likely to enter the blue region. I'll just wait. But still don't forget again that I've told you it has started climbing upwards from the look of things. Still don't forget, okay, I feel at this stage, okay, and from what I'm saying, it's touching down here, and I'm still observing it. Still on that one over here, I'm still observing. It might likely get to my stop loss this time around. Let's see. Okay, it's going downwards. So if it doesn't make a new high, it means I'm still safe. Well, so okay, sorry, my stop loss is actually minus 50. So I lost that trade actually, but you see, I could actually trade has ended. I lost 50 cents. Now that's not my problem. I could have exited the trade when I wanted to, but I decided to leave it. Now, but the truth is, with this, you can actually be able to trade every single deposit you have there by simply putting a stop loss of 50 cents or just simply $1. You can actually be able to do it. Now, but that's not my emphasis. Let's go back and look at something. Let's see what the general trend for volatility 75 is right now. Now I'm shrinking and I'm reducing this, pinching this with 2 fingers. I hope it shows me the previous charts, because that is what I want to see. Okay, so you can do this both up and down, so you can be able to see what's going on. So just like I told you, it's actually on a downward trend. It is still on a downward trend. So if you could decide to say, okay, I believe this trade will keep. Okay, it looks like there's a little rise now. So you just observe, okay, from this point now, showing us there's a little rise, but it's begun to go down. I just bought a trade now and I chose down, and I know I would likely I'm on profit, still on profit. Whoa. Okay. It looks like it might likely come down again. So I'm anticipating it to get to this line here. Let me show you. To reach this line here. That's what I'm anticipating. Let's see. Then I will sell off. It's still going downwards. It's still going down. So which means I am still on profit. I'm still on profit. At whatever point it begins to go up, I could go up and cancel the trade. So you see, you have the option of canceling the trade whenever you want to. That's a good thing about Deriv multipliers. As long as you're watching your trade, you can be able to cancel it. Now I just saw it's going up, so the first thing I want to do is go cancel my trade, so that I maintain the profit I've already made. Oh, you see, I lost 50 cents last time. I've made 30 cents. I think I still want to make back another 30 cents. So let's see. Now, because I know it has started an upward trend, I will choose up now. And my trade is going up now. And let's see how much profit I can actually be able to make. So you see, that's my trade. Moving up. So I'm anticipating it to get up to this level or somewhere around here. Let me see what the other graph has to say. Yes, so likely get there. So let's see. So at whatever point I feel it begins to go downwards, I can cancel the trade. Now with this, I could be making 30 cents. By the time I've done it like 4 times, I should have made like $1. Now also take note, you can be able to edit your take profits. Like in this scenario now, where I feel it's going up and it's going in my favor, it has not yet gotten there. It's looking like it's going down. So I can close at this stage. It's still going up. So at whatever point I feel, so okay, let's see whether it's an up. It's okay, it's maintaining the same level. If it breaks through that line, I think at this stage I want to close my trade. Okay, so I've actually made 14 cents. 14 cents. I've made 14 cents. Okay. So you see it has broken downwards. Okay, fine. I'm going to try something bigger. So I'm actually going to try something bigger this time around. I would put in $5. I'll put in $5 as my stake, and then so we're gonna see. Now, from the look of things, it's actually obvious. It's I want to see if it's going down, if it breaks through that resistance. Okay, I'm observing first. It has broken that level. Okay, I'm going to place down for it. My stop loss is still at 50. If it begins to rise up, I will definitely. Okay, I'm closing my trade right now. Well, I can't find my trade. Tells me no recent position. But you know the reason why I'm not bothered, even if network, because I put my stop loss at 50 cents. So if for any reason you actually have issues while trading, you can always reload your page. Always ensure you put your stop loss there to limit any form of unnecessary loss. So fine. Now if I want to reduce this thing, I can come over to this place and squeeze it. So up, down, and then I can be able to squeeze that to reduce it and all that, and I can pinch inside the graph to reduce it too, so I can be able to see my graph fully to know whether it's going up or it's coming down. Okay, so from look of things, it's going up. I'm going to place up, and if it seems to go against me, I cancel it out outrightly. My trade is going to cancel. Now, the higher the amount you stake, the faster your trade will cancel out, depending on the multipliers you actually used. So, like now, I'm going to choose down. So, if you don't want your trade to cancel out, what you simply have to do is you actually have to increase your stop loss level. That's the only way you can be able to do it. Well, so it looks like I've lost $1 this trade, but basically you've actually seen how I've taught you how to be able to trade all your money without making much loss by putting your stop loss and all that. So because I put in like $5, well, my profit is currently at 47 cents. That's what I just made right now. So I can actually be able to, I feel when you're using higher amounts of money, please, it's good you increase your take profit. Like this take profit, I think I want to increase it to $1. So even if it wants to cancel out, it's to cancel out $1. So let's see the graph. Okay, so I actually lost that trade. So okay, I'll take one more trade, but this time around I'll be reducing my stake to just $1. I'll be staking with $1. Now the essence of this thing is consistency. If you can actually be consistent, even if it's $1 profit you're making every minute, in 30 minutes you'd have made over $30, and then you can rest for the day or whatever it is. You can make $30 every single day. So if you do that for $30 every single day, if you do that for 30 days, you can actually be able to make $900. Am I right? Yes, for 30 days you can actually be able to make $900. So it all depends on you. It all depends on your take profit level and all that. So it seems to be going down. Oh no. So let's see what the graph looks like here. So it's still in the take profit zone, and I can fully monitor it from here. So still taking profit. Still taking profit. Now also know that if you're scared of losing so much, you can also be able to reduce your multipliers level. Remember, we fixed it at 150. Yeah, you can always be able to cancel that out. I'm closing my trade, though I would have made more because it was moving in my favor. So that's it. Let me do one more trade again. You can even decide to leave your trade for a longer time, but you just have to you have to increase your stop loss. So let's watch. I'm going to be taking profit again. So let me go over to the graph and see. So it's going up. I'll close this trade. So at that point this is it. So basically, you've actually seen how to be able to trade on Deriv multipliers. You just have to observe. Use your first trade so that you can actually be able to see the graph trend. Now, if you're observing your first trade very well, because it will show you can just keep one trade there as your first trade, so you can be able to know how many times you want to enter other trades. Maybe it's on $1 or thereabouts, and to really go a long way in helping you. So you want to know if it goes up and when it starts coming down, so you can click on down and all that. So okay, if you want to maintain a longer trade, probably you want to maintain a trade for a full day, you actually have to increase your stop loss so that the trade doesn't cancel out even if it goes up. But as long as you've observed the trend is downwards, and then maybe you expect it to last for 30 minutes or thereabouts, you can just do that, and then you'll be able to collect your profit at the end of 30 minutes. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel and have a great day.